Good morning from Sayulita, Mexico. So last night we went out and it was a lot of fun. We got home probably like 1 or 2 a.m. and so now it's like 11 a.m. We're just starting our day. My boyfriend just left. He's gonna go ride a motorcycle with his friends and so I got some time to myself. I think the plan is first up going to a bookstore. The book I brought, it's not for me. I don't like it. I'm going to get some coffee and breakfast. Get some avocado toast, I think. I'm gonna go walk on the beach for a long time. I'm gonna go because the bookstore closes in like 30 minutes and it's the only bookstore in this town. All right, let's talk about walking around Sayulita because you will definitely be walking a lot here. The streets, well, they're cobblestone. Yeah, they're definitely charming and very European feeling, but just think rustic, bumpy, and slightly ankle risky. There are sidewalks that you can walk on, but don't get too comfortable because they can kind of just disappear out of nowhere. 1 second you're walking on a solid sidewalk and then the next you're stepping right into the street or dodging a random hole or ledge. It keeps things very interesting, so I will say just watch your step and wear some really comfortable shoes. The town itself is very small. You can walk around the entire town in about 45 minutes or so. I can walk it in like 35 because I'm a fast walker. Walking is definitely how most people get around, but you'll see locals and visitors strolling with their dogs. There are a lot of dogs here. Locals will also ride their golf carts, motorcycles, and occasionally you'll see an ATV buzzing by as well. If you do have a car, parking is chill in that sense though because, well, it's Mexico. If you find a spot, you're just good to go. So just make sure you're not blocking anything obvious and then you'll be fine. Okay, now let's talk about something very important, the coffee here in Sayulita. Sayulita might be a small beach town, but when it comes to coffee, it punches way above its weight. There are a bunch of really solid spots around the town that serve high quality coffee made with Mexican beans. They're rich, locally sourced, and often prepared with their own little twist. You'll hear a lot of people rave about places like Yeah Cafe, Northside Cafe, Anchor, and El Fortin. Each one has its own vibe and flavor, and honestly, they're all worth checking out. I've checked out a lot of them myself. But my personal favorite has to be Maria Cafe. This place, you guys, oh my gosh, it is the best. It's tucked away with this super chill outdoor patio shaded under jungle trees. It feels like you're sitting in the middle of a tiny tropical oasis while sipping your coffee. I got an iced latte there. Rich, dark, bold, and super potent. It's safe to say I went back a couple of times and I never got sick of it. So if you're into coffee, this town will definitely make you happy. Just make sure you're hitting the right spots. Everyone in Sayulita is so kind, okay? People will greet you with a smile, they'll say hola or even like hola amiga, and so just be friendly back, okay? I know it might not be comfortable for you because us people in the USA, we do not give eye contact, we do not smile, we do not call each other friends or family. But in Mexico, that's part of the culture and it's one of my favorite parts, okay? So smile, make eye contact, and just enjoy the experience. The people here really make the place just feel warm and welcoming. All right, so one of the more adventurous things you can do in Sayulita and that I tried to do is the hike from Sayulita to San Pancho, the nearby town. So it's about 7 miles round trip and it takes you through jungle trails, hidden beaches, rocky paths, and even along the edge of some pretty steep cliffs. It's a moderately challenging hike. It's not impossible, but definitely more than just a casual beach walk. Along the way, you'll pass Playa Malpaso and Playa Las Cuevas. Both are beautiful beautiful and quiet spots that feel totally untouched. And if you go at low tide, there are even rocky caves you can explore. Eventually, you'll reach a private area where there's a gate and usually a guard. So to keep going along this path, you will need to pay a small fee of about 50 Mexican pesos, and then you're back on the trail. The views are absolutely amazing, and the path is mostly shaded, and you'll probably pass other hikers along the way since it's a popular route. I will say there are a lot of turns though, and little offshoots and moments where you'll be like, is this the right trail? So it's definitely smart to keep your phone charged or download the map before you head out on this path. So confession time, you guys, I made a rookie move and wore flip-flops. I didn't really think I was going to do the hike. I just knew of it, and then next thing I knew, I was on the path and hiking it. So yeah, wearing flip-flops through the jungle is not the best idea. So here I was on the path wearing flip-flops, walking through the jungle, and then I started to get a little bit scared and spooked out about all of the jungle creatures that could have just popped out at any moment, and I wasn't sure if I was on the right path and my phone was going to die kind of soon. So I am really good at making excuses, and so I chickened out and turned around, and I told myself, oh, I'll go back with my boyfriend or I'll find someone else to go with me. But you guys, no regrets though, because the part of the hike that I did do was absolutely stunning, and so it's just better to be prepared and go on the trail with good shoes, a good group, some snacks, and your pesos to get through. Over there, that's the beach that takes you to San Pancho, which is the town that's right next to Sayulita. I'm wearing flip-flops right now, and it looks like it's kind of a steep downhill, and then you have to climb over another rock formation. And I have like this a really big beach bag right now, so I'm thinking I'm gonna do this again tomorrow with gym shoes and a smaller bag. If you're planning a trip to Sayulita and you're trying to pick the best month to go according to the weather, I would recommend a trip to Sayulita in December, because that's when we went. Yes, it was hot. Yes, it was kind of humid, but it was like 80 degrees almost every single day, and it was sunny every single day. You're gonna break a sweat just walking down the street, but it's nothing like Japan in the summer, and it's nothing like the humidity that I experienced in Japan. So to me, I really enjoyed it. I love the sunshine, and I can handle a little bit of heat. Even though it's technically winter, because yeah, it's December, it feels like it's full on summer in Sayulita. It's kind of perfect though. The skies are clear, the ocean water is super warm, and the vibe is just easygoing. Mornings and evenings are a bit cool. It's nothing that you need like a winter jacket for. You can walk around comfortably at night without a jacket, but I did just bring like a button-up long sleeve shirt just in case. During the day, you definitely do not need a jacket, sunscreen, a hat, some water, and that's literally all you'll need, okay? If you are planning that trip to Sayulita in December, just remember to pack a lot of light, breathable clothing as well as swimsuits. Like, that's all I wore the entire time, and just embrace the heat, okay? It's just all part of the charm. One thing I did daily while in Sayulita was visit my favorite smoothie place called Orangey Smoothies. The smoothies are made with whole ingredients. They're healthy, biodegradable, and this place is a slow food establishment where everything is made with love. The owner is so kind, so sweet. He used to live in the United States and then visited Mexico, Sayulita, and he fell in love with it and decided to move here, purchase the smoothie place, and now he's the owner and runs it full time. So the smoothie I got on this day was the Sunburst smoothie, which had oranges, carrots, pineapple, raspberry, and ginger. Hi! Okay, so I just went to the grocery store and I wanted to show you what I got. I had no idea what the total was. She told me the total in Spanish and I was like, huh? I just handed her over $200 and then she gave me change for it. So it was $61.76. A pineapple. It's so yellow. It's beautiful. I've never seen a pineapple this colored. 55 pesos. And then I also got bananas. 6 pesos. I ended up just hanging out on the beach, called my mom, and we talked for like an hour and 30 minutes. It was so fun. I got a smoothie from the cutest place ever, Sunburst smoothie, which had raspberry, banana, ginger, orange, and carrots in it. The guy who was making my smoothies, he's like, "Señorita, like how much do you like ginger?" And I was like, "Oh, I really like ginger." So we added like a lot more. It was like 100 yen. yen. Oh my god, what country am I in? It was 100 pesos, and I don't know where my boyfriend is. And then we'll probably get dinner, so. I am going to try my first banana from Mexico. You guys, I'm so sad. I was looking up the restaurant that we went to for dinner on this night, and it's called Funky Food and Drink Sayulita, and it's permanently closed. This was like one of my favorite dinner experiences because the live music was amazing, the food was spectacular, and our server was so nice. I'm so sad. But anyway, after we had an amazing dinner, we got the best churros in Sayulita. You have to go over the bridge to get the hot churros. Do not get the churros that are in the square. I repeat, no churros in the square. Get the churros over the bridge. Good morning again from Sayulita. This morning I'm gonna go on a run on the beach, and then after that get some coffee and breakfast, and then just see where the day takes me. It's gonna be kind of interesting though, like getting to the beach, because the roads are so uneven. Like it's pebbled stone, so it's gonna be kind of hard to run on there, but I'll figure out a way to make it work. Sayulita has a reputation, and yeah, it is true. This place is definitely a party town. There are plenty of bars, nightclubs, and late night cafes to keep the energy going well into the early morning. So whether you're into classy cocktails, live music, or full-on dance floors, this town's got you covered. Sayulita definitely knows how to stay up late. When we went in December though, I will say the town wasn't as crowded as it usually is, because most of the people that are out partying were actually traveling and visiting their family elsewhere. So I didn't get to see exactly what Sayulita is usually like, but apparently it's much more crowded. Sayulita is not all about nightlife. There is another side to Sayulita, and that is the early mornings. When I went out for a morning run, the town was still just waking up, which is my favorite time to wake up and go for a run. The beach was so quiet, the coffee lines were short in the air. It was just cool and fresh and perfect. It felt like I had the town to myself, and honestly, that slow, peaceful start to the day, I just love it so much. And one other thing, Sayulita feels very safe. I know Mexico has this like reputation of being dangerous and the cartels, and just like don't even go there.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna cut the pineapple. But let me tell you, I felt more safe in Sayulita than I did in Chicago, or even just like any random state in the US, okay? And the reason why is because Sayulita is a small town, and people just look out for each other here. It's just a really strong sense of community, and it's kind of like you're in a mini family when you enter the town. So I walked around solo during the day, and even at night just a couple of times, and I always felt super comfortable being by myself. Like there were no weird vibes. It was just good people all around. Okay, remember how I said Sayulita has some of the best coffee in the world? Well, I found one spot that had not the best coffee, and I don't like giving bad ratings, but I'm sorry, like I couldn't even drink it all. The place was called Flores and Cafe, and after taking a sip and my boyfriend taking a sip, we decided to go somewhere else. We were not disappointed when we went to the North Side Cafe, which is one of the most popular breakfast spots in town. I got the breakfast burrito, and it was my first breakfast burrito in Mexico. I mean, I still dream about it to this day. It was delicious. Into the barbed wire. So I'm pretty lucky because my boyfriend's been to Sayulita a number of times and he knows where all the secret gems are. And so he brought me to a secret beach. We had to take a path from the dirt road all the way to the beach right along a barbed wire fence, and it was kind of steep. I'm thankful I just had to follow him, and the beach was so beautiful. Then after that, we were pretty hungry for a smoothie, so we went to our favorite smoothie place. I'm telling you guys, we went there daily, okay? We went to Orangey, and I got the Vaso Verde smoothie, which came with cucumber, mango, pineapple, parsley, basil, spinach, and spirulina. Amazing. My boyfriend got the Surfer's Brunch smoothie, which was orange, strawberry, mango, pineapple, oats, and yogurt. One of my favorite parts about traveling with my boyfriend is I get to try things that I wouldn't have done if I travel by myself. In this case, I'm referring to riding a motorcycle through town. I would never ride a motorcycle in general anywhere. I just don't think that's safe for anyone or for me. Being in Sayulita, people ride motorcycles around town, and so I really wanted to experience it. We were very lucky enough to have one of our friends let us borrow his motorcycle for the 10 days that we were here. I got to ride on the back with my boyfriend, which was so much fun, you guys. Like, he is a professional motorcycle rider, so I feel so safe with him. I mean, this was the only video I got because I was having so much fun and I didn't want to record with one hand, but let me just tell you, it was fun and I loved it.